I'm Justin Moore. Welcome to Creator Wizard, your step-by-step guide to the business of being a creator. Today, we're going to talk about how many followers you need to get a brand deal or a sponsorship. In this video, you're going to learn whether there's a precise number of followers you need to get sponsored, how to visually brand yourself as a creator so potential sponsors know exactly what you do, and the 4 things that are more important to get brand deals than the number of followers you have. Before we get started, if you want insider tips on how to grow your business as a creator and diversify your income, click the link in the description to join our free newsletter, and you'll also get a downloadable brand deal pricing checklist. So first and foremost, there really is no number. I've done brand deals with creators and influencers with less than 1,000 followers because they fit exactly what the brand was looking for. Pretty much all brands have something called a consumer persona or a consumer demographic, which just means that they've identified that most of their consumers are, let's say, millennial moms or maybe Gen Xers or something. So there are 2 mindsets when it comes to brands and influencer recruitment. So they can look for creators who are in their consumer demo themselves, like a millennial mom so that she can speak to other millennial moms, or they can partner with a creator that has a large percentage of millennial moms in their audience, but they may not be a millennial mom themselves. So think about the people that you follow yourself on social media. It's probably not, all people that look like you and are the same age as you, right? But you still follow them and you find them interesting, right? So smart brands will always ask to see creators' audience demographics to ensure that it's a good fit for them. And the way that you can leverage that as a creator is to, analyze your own audience and think about what types of brands might want to market to those types of consumers. One of the most important ways to get brand deals and sponsorships is to find a niche and double down on it. So I recently worked on a brand deal through my agency with a creator named Mike DeMazzo, who is active duty military, and he talks all about finances and budgeting, right? So pretty niche. And this is his lane, and he owns it. So let me tell you how we found him. So our client, the brand, they provide kind of a lot of value to people who are financially prudent and kind of budget conscious. And so we conducted a search for creators on YouTube and Instagram who, make content around that. There are software tools that allow you to filter influencers by like geographic location and age and the type of content and so on. But, many brands still use the tried and true method of just going to YouTube and searching for financial planning or budgeting or something and seeing what creators pop up. That's why it's so important that your brand identity as a creator is very clear. So, for example, on YouTube, your channel art, your thumbnails, the titles of your videos, your about section, it should all be very clear. Like, this is what I do. When brands are recruiting for a campaign, I'm just going to be very candid here. They're not going to spend 15 minutes looking at your page or watching your videos or your content. They're going to spend more like 15 seconds. I know that sounds callous, but it's the truth, when they have to go through maybe hundreds of profiles to find the right partners. So you have 15 seconds to make a first impression. If they like what they see in that initial impression, of course they're gonna dig deeper, but you have to capture their attention quickly. So another quick tip on Instagram, make sure that your bio is super clear about the types of content that you make, because many of the influencer discovery platforms scrape that info and use it to add keywords and tags about you so that brands can find creators like you. For those of you who don't know what type of niche to choose, or maybe you just want to be a lifestyle or a family influencer and talk about a lot of different things, I strongly suggest picking a niche in the beginning. You can always branch out down the line, but because pretty much every content vertical is so saturated these days, in order to stand out, you have to have something unique to say. So there are 4 things that are more important than followers these days when it comes to getting brand deals. So the first is engagement rate. This is how many comments and likes and views and reactions and shares that you're getting relative to your following. So as a benchmark, most brands are looking for 2% or higher now. In my experience, the best way to boost engagement is to actually engage with your followers. There's a ton of different ways to encourage engagement, like asking them questions, encouraging them to comment, doing a poll, and so on. And don't forget, you need to reply to them. That is the best way to build an intimate connection with your audience. And the next is consistency. This is actually a criteria that we use when we're trying to find a creator for a campaign at our agency. If you haven't published a post in a month, we're probably going to pass. A good rule of thumb is at a minimum, at least one post per week, depending on the platform, of course. But that tells us that you're serious and you're committed to creating great content. It also makes it easier to predict what type of performance the brand can expect to see based on your past historical content. And the next is the quality of the content and whether it aligns with the brand's aesthetic. There's tons of talented creators out there who, may not have tons of followers. So for example, let's say you're a professional photographer or videographer, maybe that's your 9 to 5 is shooting weddings or something. Chances are that you can create some really compelling content that a brand will be eager to reshare and repurpose on their pages because it looks so great. And also professionalism and communication. Those are absolutely critical. Most brand campaigns have a fixed timeline and dates that things need to be posted by, right? So the quicker that you can reply, the more it tells the brand that you're going to be a good partner. So just as a quick tip, for example, at our agency, when we're reaching out to creators asking if they'd be interested in partnering with a particular brand, how long it takes them to get back to us is a very good indicator of how responsive they're going to be throughout the duration of the campaign, right? So, creators that get back to us in a few hours versus a few days, we're definitely going to be prioritizing the former because it just makes our lives that much easier, right? When we don't have to chase influencers down for content or captions and things like that. So I hope you enjoyed the video. If you are not subscribed, I would love you to click the notification bell as well to be alerted every time I upload a new video. And please leave a comment down below if you have any questions or if you have any future video ideas, and you are now one step closer to becoming a creator wizard. Don't forget, if you want insider tips on how to grow your business as a creator and diversify your income, click the link in the description to join our free newsletter. You'll get exclusive videos, worksheets, and insights on the influencer marketing landscape, access to special product discounts, first look at upcoming courses, and more.